You also pointed out to me that every person, how many of us have ever answered a phone and before we said hello, oh, that's going to be my next door neighbor Betty, or it's going to be someone that you haven't heard from for a long time, or you think something's going to happen and sure enough it does. Now this obviously is in varying degrees psychic.
Yeah, I've never met anybody that hasn't had some psychic experience. Now, you know, I'm accustomed to calling it psychic experience. Other people will call it hunches.
ESP.
Yeah, you know, it's. I think a lot of the misunderstanding in this whole field is a matter of semantics. There isn't a man, woman, or child who hasn't had one experience at least in their lifetime. It's part of your natural soul. I mean, it's the avenue that we're guided by. You know, we have so much input from our physical senses, but our divine creator doesn't necessarily use that way of guiding us, although he does at times. He gives us those inner feelings of what we should or shouldn't do.
Are we talking conscience? I would call that conscience.
Well, you can call it conscience, but what happens when you come to a crossroads and you're undecided? Should I travel this way or that way? Knowing that one is not as good as the other avenue to travel. That more delicate whisper that says, now you know you shouldn't take the easy way. That is the avenue that is connected to the soul. That's where we receive our guidance, whether it's on spiritual matters or in everyday life.
Might I say this too, in listening to the two of you talk, though you definitely have differences of opinion on this subject of psychic phenomena, which can be expected. If we had two musicians talking together, there would be differences of opinion. In many aspects, you seem to be coming down the same path. But both of you agreed on one thing. It is the way the gift, if we may call it a gift, is utilized that can be sinful. People who are opportunists or people who claim to have a gift hang a neon sign on the front of their house and a crystal ball in their window, and they're going to make a bundle of money. Yes. And they use people. That is where you seem to agree that this is where the sin comes in.
I think when you use it for your own gain or to lead someone in a direction that isn't proper, I think that's where the wrong comes in, the sinfulness of it.
Yes, and you seem to agree very heartily with that, Lois.
Yes, I do agree to one point here with Bill. However, I do disagree a little bit that you can pay for it. You can accept money for an allotted amount of time. I don't see anything wrong with that. Your doctors and your lawyers and your clergymen all accept a fee for time.
We're going to talk more about that right after this message from our sponsors.